Madison police continue to search for 5 people directly involved in a shooting Tuesday night on the Far East Side, which left a 15-year-old girl dead and 3 others hurt.
It happened outside an apartment complex that is no stranger to law enforcement. Tuesday's murder was the second in nearly 3 months near the Harmony at Grandview Commons Apartments on Milwaukee Street. Since the start of 2020, there have been more than 1,300 calls for police service there. Hours before Tuesday's murder, officers patrolled the area near the complex 12 times, and police have shared these images from surveillance video showing a vehicle. It is believed to be a Lexus SUV pulling up to the area with 4 people getting out and opening fire. A 5th person remained inside that vehicle. Officers found roughly 50 shell casings and damage to multiple homes. Anyone with information that can help police make an arrest is asked to call Madison Area Crime Stoppers. That number there on your screen, 608-266-6014. And in the aftermath of this shooting, the community is coming together once again to ask for support and resources they say they need to end.
Braden Ross is live at the Harmony Apartments, where she spoke to residents and the Madison police officer tasked with community outreach. So, Braden, what did they tell you about this complex?
Yeah, well, I actually reconnected with Alicia Grant today. She's the mother of Devon Grant. He is the victim in that first homicide you were talking about back in July. I actually talked to her back then, but she tells me, you know, it's been this so long and she's still seeing this happen again on Tuesday. She told me the community officer, Victoria, here has been a bright spot in this fight to end this violence, but they both say it's resources that they really need to make this work.
I know I don't live there, but I feel a part of that community.
When Officer Victoria Wickersheim was selected to become one of 6 Madison community police officers, her choice of what district to serve was an easy one.
I worked patrol on the east side for 3 years, and I've seen the calls for service. I've seen the struggles. I've seen the lack of resources that some areas on the east side have, and I have grown a passion on the east side. And
since this summer, she's been working to build relationships with the communities on the east side, especially at the Harmony apartment complex, hoping to curb violence that has left residents living in fear.
A typical Thursday would be me bringing snacks for the kids. Takis are a hit. For them to see Officer Vic is here for them, I think is super important.
And if you ask Alicia Grant, one of those residents of the Harmony apartments, it's working.
The kids see Victoria, they take off running.
Alicia lost her son Devon in a shooting at the Harmony apartments in July. Less than 4 months later, she watched another parent go through the same pain.
When I hear another child passed away through gun violence, it takes me back. And it takes me back to where I just visual my son laying on that floor with blood running up out his mouth.
Officer Wickersheim says it's moments like that that make the job so important.
The minute I showed up, I had 3 community members run up to me and say, Officer Vic, I'm talking to you.
But while Wickersheim is glad to help the community through the hard times, she says the real goal of preventing them is where she'd like to focus.
The closest library to the Meadowlands and the Harmony is 4.5 miles away. I would love to see more resources and more focus on what can we bring these communities, because these locations are not going anywhere.
Now, Alicia has told me she has tried to start youth programs here, but she's always been shut down by the building's owners. Now, we do have a statement here in the last 45 minutes coming in from the company that manages these apartments. It reads in part, quote, "Our team is working with MPD to identify ways to deter future events at the Harmony. This includes working with ownership as they continue their efforts to enhance security on the premises." For now, reporting live on Madison's east side, I'm Braden Ross for News 3 Now.